edge of the earth. The sky doesn't look so big. Have I been dreaming what I believe in? So small in a giant world, casting the shadows of what's to come. We are changing. Together we're facing the unknown.
Hello everyone. This is a quick mic test before we start. Guys on stream, how does it sound? Does it need to go higher, lower, perfect? Just want to make sure it's not crazy. I probably could check myself, but I haven't really been able to test it. Okay, good. Sounds perfect. Thank you guys. Good evening, afternoon, whatever you want to call it. Welcome to day number 3 of week 2. We've had a 2-day break from Tuesday to now, so we're getting back into the games. The first 2 games were Pelagic Division matchups. If you haven't seen those yet, please check them out. I don't know if I have any mods here, but I'm gonna just ban this guy. Ban this guy real quick. There we go. Nails on a chalkboard. That, I'm getting iffy. I don't know if that's just bass being bass or if it actually sounds bad. Not sure. It's bass being bass. Of course it is. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Yeah. Go back to work, dude. For real. Like, I don't know, man. This guy. But yeah, the first 2 days we had Pelagic Division matchups, and they were a lot of fun. So if you haven't watched those, go check out the YouTube video to watch the last 2 matchups, see how they went. Now we are going from the upper division to 2 lower division matches today. We will be starting with the Clouds taking on the Sharks, and then a couple hours later, we'll be having a very fun number 1 and number 2 seed between the Cyclones and the Tridents at 6 p.m. EST. So we've got 2 good matches. I'll be honest, the first week of Pelagic Division matches weren't the best. I think that's a good way to put it. So I'm hoping for a bounce back from this division this week. I want to see some good games, see some good teams. But to get to the matchup breakdown, we actually get to talk about the stats now, which is pretty cool. We weren't able to do that before, but now that we've cut stats to go off of, it'll be interesting to compare these 2 teams. Both teams currently 0-1. The Clouds had a 2v3 last week. They were able to take the Kraken to 4. They took a game off them, which was pretty surprising. But they inevitably did lose. I can't lie, for me, personally, the Clouds looked pretty good in that 2v3, and I think they're a dark horse. I think they can bounce back this week. Their roster is Hunt, Blazer, and Hez. They've got their starting 3. Hez in his first game in the league. Hunt and Blazer, something that stood out for me was, in terms of goal participation, Hunt is involved with 7 of the goals, while Blazer with 3, and that was in a 2v2 match. So I feel like those 2 got to link up some more, get some passing plays going now with Hez. I think we'll see more of that. And on the other side, we have the Sharks, who unfortunately got perfect gamed by the Cyclones. You can't say thought. Yeah, Kraken Clouds game was the worst of the worst. Yeah, that was a very, very tough watch. That's one of those videos I will not recommend going back and watching. It was tough. But on the other side, the Sharks, they got perfect gamed by the Cyclones. They let up 15 goals, didn't score any themselves. A fun stat was the Sharks were on defense 71% of the time, which is just absolutely absurd. That is a wild number to even think about. They were on their defensive half for almost 3/4 of the game. So the Sharks got to try to find some offense. And to talk about their matchup, Passer Paul, their round 2, is not able to make the game tonight, so we are introducing the temp subs. So where Not is for team temp, that means Not will be immediately replaced by Paul at the end of the game. So he will automatically become a free agent after this matchup. So that's the reason temp is there and we don't have Sharks representing the team name. So the players are Azza, Not, and Manuk. Pretty funny that Not was a former captain of this team and then got dropped by Azza, but here they are 1 week later being a temporary sub for them. So that'll be an interesting dynamic for sure. Some fun stats for the Sharks, I guess, were the amount of saves they had to make. Azza averaged 2 saves a game with 3 games played, so you do the math, he had 6 saves. And then Manuk had 2.33, so I'd say that's around 8 to 9 saves Manuk had to make in that game. It was 8, I'm pretty sure. So they were just on the defensive end the whole time, and they got to find a way out of that. I'll be definitely talking about that in the pregame interviews. But enough of the matchup breakdown. We are going to get to those interviews, and we're going to start with the Clouds, who they have decided Hez to be their interviewee. Hey Hez, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Thank you.
I heard your Wi-Fi disconnected and you had to reboot. Everything good? Game feel alright?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
Cool. So this is your first time. This is your first game. You weren't able to make last week, but you heard the results of the 2v3. Your team was able to take a game, which is pretty impressive. How do you feel about your team?
I mean, I wish that they did a 3v3 because I felt like they threw. Like we could have gotten an easy win because Kraken is not like the best team.
Yeah,
it's
just so their situation, for people that don't know, was for the 2v3 they had an option to either take Gummy, who is now on the Bolts, or to run a 2v3, and they decided on the 2v3. So that is no shot to Gummy at all, but that's just what happened. That's the scenario that panned out. They almost took Gummy, but decided on the 2v3.
I mean, I'm still confident because I trust that we have good chemistry, because now we're practicing. We played very good, so I'm still very confident. And the prediction, every time I watch the streams about the predictions, I feel more confident that we want to prove that we're the best team, So yeah.
So this will be the most interesting matchup according to our admin predictions, because we have a 3-2 split between you guys, and I think that's the closest one in the Pelagic Division this week. So
yeah.
I had the Clouds winning, and that's only because, talking about your opponents, the Sharks, they didn't score a single goal against the Cyclones. Are you really thinking about that before this matchup?
No, because Cyclones is just another level, because they have a very good roster, but Sharks is at the same time I think you said it during the stream that they have a problem, there's an issue in the team somewhere, So I just feel like we could beat them.
Alright, well, last question. I ask this for every game. What is your prediction of the series?
3-0. It's BO5, right?
Yes, best of 5.
Yeah, it's 3-0, like 3.
You're gonna sweep? Predict a sweep?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
I hope I score much though.
All right. Well, anything else you want to say before I drag you back to your team chat?
No, thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, I'm gonna interview the Sharks, and then I'll give you the lobby info, and we'll get started.
Okay.
Good luck, man.
Thank you.
Okay, the sweep in his first game, predicting a sweep. I mean, it's kind of fair because the Sharks again haven't scored a goal yet. Interested to see how they bounce back here. But now, speaking of the Sharks, we are gonna go to them and get an interview from Azza. Hello, Azza. How you doing?
Hello, Striker. How's it going?
It is going, for sure. I've been left all alone to do these streams, so for the next 3 days, so I'm stressed about my PC functioning.
No other commentators or what?
Nope, just me. I'm alone for 3 days. Wish me luck.
It'll be fine. You've done one in the past.
Oh yeah, I did an entire season in the past, but now that I'm in a different state, not at my normal setup, I'm worried about the stream quality, but it is what it is.
Mate, the stream quality on the other ones weren't even the best. What can I say?
Damn. Make sure to tell Sinks that. He'll love to hear it. But
I swear there was one that wasn't uploaded because it was so bad, right?
oh, that was when I streamed it. That wasn't when Sync streamed it.
Yeah, I'm talking about when you streamed it.
Oh yeah. It can't get worse than that.
Anyway,
I hope.
how's it going?
But to
Today's
talk
not-
about
today's
to
not.
talk about your team, obviously you had to replace Paul with Not. How do you feel about that swap?
It's gonna be difficult. I haven't played with Nort before, so but to be fair, I didn't play with Paul much either, so there wasn't much chemistry. But I've got Manute, so it's still fine. I've got Manute, the best player on our team.
Yeah, you guys will definitely have some vibes in that chat for sure. Because I heard you and Manuk have been hitting it off, so it's good to hear.
Definitely a more balanced matchup today. So hopefully it'll be close this time and not a absolute sweep like last time.
And also another thing to talk about. I mean, we got to talk about the elephant in the room, right? You guys didn't even score a goal week 1 against the Cyclones. How do you try to bounce back with your team from that?
Maybe we try to score 1 goal. I think
I mean, fair enough.
I think we can
What else was
combat
I
not-
expecting?
for scoring. I mean, just there's a there's no champion, there's no dog, so it should be a lot easier to score. Shoot at the net, and then we goes in. What can I say?
Okay. Well, is there anything? Oh yeah, prediction. What do you predict this series goes to?
What? Like, are we gonna win or lose? Is that what
Yeah,
you mean?
win in 3, win in 4, win in 5, lose.
I think it's gonna go to game 5. We'll touch up. That's my guess.
Okay. To give you some motivation, Hez from the Clouds did his interview and said he thinks he's gonna sweep you guys. So try to take that as some motivation to.
Oh, okay.
prove him
I guess
wrong.
we lose then. I guess we lose then.
Hey, try to prove him wrong.
No,
Though.
I mean if the other teams are confident, then they probably know what they're doing. We'll just do our best.
All right. Any final words before we send you down to your team chat?
Hopefully we can score 1 goal. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right, I'll send you down there. Good luck. You guys got this. That was not as positive of an interview as you'd be looking for from your captain. But, I mean, a lot can happen, especially in these pelagic matches. One final thing I want to bring up. Like I've said, starting this week, we are adding a chance for teams to, or individual players to say what region they are, and then we decide what servers we're playing on based on those. So this is the first time this week and this season that we've had 3 EU players, 3 NA players. So what we did since Sharks are the home team, they decided what was their quote-unquote home server, so they could choose whether they had NA East or EU, and they won an EU Game 1. So after every game, we're going to be resetting the server. So we're going to start Game 1 in EU, Game 2 in NA East, and then just alternate back and forth until the series is done. This is try to make some balance for those EU players, because we're getting a lot of more of those joining. Try to give them a fair shot instead of having them be on 200 ping every single game. So trying to make it fair for everyone. This will be the first test of that. See how that goes. But yeah, that is all I got for this match. I am gonna get the lobby set up. I'm gonna tell the players what the lobby info is, get them in the game, and we will start shortly. Be right back.
Just to feel you again. Just to know you. Just to feel you again. Just to feel you again. Just to feel you again. Just to
Okay, we are back. Finally, we are going. We had some unfortunate Wi-Fi issues that we had to clear up, but now we're going. Once again, starting game 1, EU servers. Let's see how my PC does with it. On to game 1. Manuk wins kickoff clean. Hunt trying to pass mid. That's cleared out. Azza to the right wall. One of those EU players hits it off the corner. Hez can't really commit. Blazer waits under it. Not the pass mid. It's cleared out by Hez. Manuk will try to keep it in the cloud zone. The shot goes over the backboard. Rolling straight down. Here's Blazer. Can't get the read. Hez the shot saved by Manuk. Blazer gonna leave it for Manuk. Manuk will clear. Hunt has it stolen by Azza. Off the left wall. Azza takes the corner and doesn't really commit. The Clouds will have a chance to clear. Hez can't really get a clean touch. Azza has it stolen by Blazer. The shot saved by Not. Temporary sub trying to make a difference early in game 1. Flicks it to Azza. Azza, the shot off the backboard. Manuk shot saved by Blazer. Sharks with a lot of pressure here, trying to get their first goal as a team. Azza, the catch, tries to get a shot, misses wide left. Hez, off the wall mid. Not is up, that misses wide. Azza has it cleared by Blazer. To Hez. Hez to the corner. Hez will stay on, gets bumped. I don't know by who, but a good bump there. Stalls the Clouds' pressure. Azza gets 50'd. The clear out. Here's Manuk. 50 by Blazer. Off the corner down. Hez the pass mid. That's cleared out by Azza. Azza's got some space now. Blazer fakes the cutoff. Azza passing mid. A double commit. Here's Not pinching it. That's rolling towards the net. Here's Not going on net. And Not gets the first goal for the Sharks. 1-0 lead. What a way for the temporary sub to find the back of the net, pinch off the right wall, and it just rolls in. Hot start for the Sharks. 3:17 left. Double commit on kickoff, and Manuk still wins it. The Sharks have numbers. Here's Azza over everybody. Azza, what a play! And that's a 2-0 lead for the Sharks. A double commit on kickoff by the Clouds, and then Azza just has Hez to beat over everybody. And what a way to start for the Sharks. 3:11 left. You can't ask for a better start if you're the Sharks team after getting swept perfectly in game 1 against the Cyclones, and now have a 2-goal lead here in game 1. Not booms it down to the corner. Hunt pops it past 1. Azza to the left wall. That's stolen. Hez has some space. Tries to rip a shot. Manuk is back for the clear. Popping it straight up. Blazer leaves it for Hunt. That's cleared out by Azza. Hez pops it up. Hunt has some time. Taking it to the left wall. Blazer gets a good 50 to the corner. Here's Hunt trying to do it himself. He played pretty well in that 2v3 in the first series. Trying to get his team back into this game 1. Not rips a shot wide left. Hez waiting on the corner. That's stolen by Not. Pass mid. Hunt doesn't get a clean touch, but Blazer gets the clear. Azza needs to play it off the back wall. Trying to get a weird psycho. Hez the redirect. What a redirect from Hez. And the Clouds strike back. They're now down 1. Azza tries to get a clear, but Hez gets a perfect redirect towards the open goal, and Not couldn't get there in time. 2:13 left. The Clouds trying to fight back here in game 1. Blazer to the left wall. Pops it up. Azza gets a clear. Hunt has some time. Azza plays the 50 off the left wall. Hez straight down. Not plays it off the right corner. Trying to wait for a pass mid. A little disconnect here. Unfortunate. We knew this was going to happen with EU servers. It was just inevitable. So we'll just wait it out. Very, very unfortunate. We knew it was going to happen, though. Love to see it. We are back. Sorry about that, guys. Again, knew it was going to happen. We're on EU servers, and I am not at my actual setup. So, this was all inevitable. Stream ended. Oof. Hold on a sec. Are we back? This isn't great. Here's Azza. Gets a shot on the open net, and the Sharks make it a 2-goal lead. Give me one sec, everyone. I'm having some technical difficulties. Are we back? Perhaps? Are we back? Are we back, guys? I hope we're back, but we're just going to play on. 30 seconds left. The Sharks up 2. Hunt to the corner. 30 seconds left. Not let's credit with the save. Has some space. Booms it down the field. Blazer off the wall. Passing it across his own net, but does get it around everyone. Hunt has some space. Not trying to get back. Hunt the shot, and Hunt makes it a 1-goal game. Sorry, guys. Again, I'm on EU servers right now, and I'm not at my actual setup, so this is bound to happen. So when it does, I will just stop and start stream again. So we're just gonna have to bear with that. 16 seconds left. Azza wins kickoff. The Clouds are only down 1 now. To the corner. 10 seconds left. Hunt passes it towards Azza, and Azza puts the dagger in game 1. The Sharks get their first win of the season. Hunt just doesn't get a clean carry, and then Azza just slowly rolls it in. 7 seconds left. Not looking good here for the Clouds. They finally get their whole team together, and then all of a sudden, it just doesn't look like the Clouds we saw in week 1 in that 2v3. The Sharks, with their first win of the season. Big congrats to them. Especially with what happened week 1, how they bounce back like that is very impressive. And now, once again, we're switching to NA East. You also got a factor for the NA East players. They're now playing into EU servers, so that could affect them in a way. So that's also something to keep in mind when you see the East players are kind of not playing as well as they were. It's just something to keep in mind. But now this is the harsh reality of alternating back and forth. Now we have to wait for everyone to join back. But I mean, the Sharks looked real solid in that game 1. Now we just wait. Wow, quick response. Good for them. And now on to NA East. Will that make a difference for the Clouds? I feel like, especially with home field advantage, because here's the situation. The Sharks have 2 EU players. The Clouds have 1. So, that game 1 was definitely an advantage to the home team, which was the Sharks. But now it switches to NA East. Will that make a difference? Hunt wins kickoff. To the left wall. Blazer pops it over everyone. Not to the right wall. Blazer passing back to Hunt. Hez. Double commit there from the Clouds. Hez booms it down the field. Manuk to the back right corner. Doesn't get a clean pop. He's going to stay on, though. That's 50'd out. Blazer can't read it. Manuk has some space. It's just Hez back. Hez to the backboard. Double commit from Naza, but Hunt gets the save. The Clouds have numbers if they hurry. Blazer tries to boom it downfield. Manuk backflips into it. Hunt off the left wall. Not pinches it off. Trying to clear it out. Gets it past Hunt. Here's Hez. Aza can't get a clean touch. Hez off the backboard. Trying to pass it mid. Not gets a demo, but that's over everyone. Big save. And Not waits on the corner. Not gets it past Hunt. Hez will pop it straight up. Aza gets a touch. Will try to stay on. Gets a pass mid, but no one's there for the Sharks. Hunt will reset to his own corner. Off the right wall. Manuk trying to pass mid. Not there. Gets the catch. Not stays on. 50s everybody off the crossbar. Another save from Blazer. What a play from the Clouds. It was looking so good for the Sharks, but 2 straight saves, and the Clouds stay in this game, keeping it tied 0-0. Aza rips a shot. Hunt's back off the backboard. Not keeps it in. Trying to pass it mid. Manuk will cut this off. That's cleared out by Blazer. Aza will backflip into it. Hunt has it stolen by Not. Not will stay on. Hez off the corner trying to clear it out. Manuk will keep it in. Hez tries again. Blazer gets a demo on Manuk. Hez has some space. Aza will challenge early. Good clear out by Aza. Straight down. Hez. Not off the left wall. Trying to pass mid to Manuk. A backflip from Hez, but he does enough to clear it. Here's Blazer as it's stolen, and it's cleared out. Manuk will cut this off. Doesn't get the read he's looking for. Not has some time, though. Off the right wall to Manuk. Manuk gets it past one. He'll try to follow. Waiting mid. It's cleared out by Hez. Aza to the corner. Hunt can't really challenge. Hez misses. Hunt to the left wall. He has full boost. Delays, and that's stolen by Not. It's 50'd out. A pinch by Hunt. Hunt will stay on past everybody. All the Sharks need to get back. That's slowly rolling towards net. Not gets back. Double commit from the Clouds. Blazer and Hez. It's just Hunt back. Manuk trying to pressure. That's cleared. Off the backboard. Hez to the right wall. He'll try to follow. That's double commit from Not and Manuk, and they're still double committing, but Not gets it past to the right wall. Hunt will catch. Aza gets a bump. Manuk can't really go. Gets a demo on Blazer. Aza waiting back as Not hits it off the right wall. Hunt, the shot going top left, missing wide left. Sorry about that. Not is able to get the clear for the moment. Blazer pinch off the left wall. Trying to pass mid. That's cleared out by Aza. Aza keeping the pressure on. Hez bumps into Hunt. Hunt passes mid to his own net. Manuk the shot. That's blocked. 0 offense here in game 2 as the Sharks are up 1 in the series. Here's Hez. It's kept in by Blazer. Off the right wall. That's stolen. Hez gets a 50 off the corner mid. Hunt is up. Aza off his own backboard. Hez the shot. Big save from Manuk. Rebound. Hunt saved by Not. Such strong defense being shown here for both teams. 1 minute left. The shot from Blazer off the post. So much pressure here from the Clouds, but they can't finish. Hunt keeping the pressure on off the backboard. Tough play for Not. He can't make it. Hez can't get a shot either. The shot from Blazer off the crossbar. So much pressure here from the Clouds. Can they finally break through? The pass mid. Not gets the clear off the right wall. The Sharks finally get it out. What a play from the Sharks to keep themselves in this game. Blazer with 30 seconds left off the left wall. Will stay on. Just has Aza back. Blazer versus Aza. Gets it, misses wide right. Not tries to clear. Hunt keeps it in. Aza backing up into it off his own backboard. Manuk gets bumped. 10 seconds left to the right wall. Not waits. Is able to clear. 5 seconds left. Hez pops it to Hunt. Hunt will clear. Aza takes a shot. That's blocked as well. No time on the clock. Hez, the shot over everybody. Off the crossbar. Rebound. He couldn't get it. That would have been the game for the Clouds. And instead, we're going to overtime. Chaos for both teams here in game 2. Off kickoff, Aza, the shot hits right under it. Hez goes over it. Who will get the dagger here for their team in game 2? The shot from Hunt, and Hunt takes game 2 for the Clouds. We had 5 straight minutes of no goal, and then 14 seconds into overtime, Hunt seals the deal for the Clouds.
And it's back to the garage.
Ridiculous! Wow. Whew. I personally, as a commentator, not hating the breaks in between. Just to, you know, refresh my voice a bit. Just absurd. Now back to EU. Which, again, you would say advantage Sharks. Which, so far, the home teams won, then the away teams won on their home servers. So, be very interesting to see how the Sharks bounce back. I feel like this is a must-win for the Sharks. But, I mean, the defensive showing from both teams in that series, very, very strong. Hunt is checking out his lag issues, but we're just going to stick around here. While we wait, I think it's good we try to talk about the next match that's going to be coming up. Cyclones Tridents. I think that's going to be one of the more highly anticipated matches of the week. Obviously, the Benthic Division has looked real good, especially last week and then the first 2 games of this week. It's just been so solid. So now I'm getting very excited to see how the Cyclones and Tridents play, because Tridents had a 2v2 situation, so we didn't get to fully see what their team would look like. But now we're going to be able to see who they truly are. And then obviously the Cyclones, they perfect gamed the Sharks, so they're obviously the team to beat right now. So it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. I have the Cyclones, but I could see that series going 5. But now, all the players are in. On to game 3. After a 1-0 OT classic, I won't call it a classic. Let's not call it a classic. After a nice and chill defensive game 2 win for the Clouds. That's a good way to put it. Manuk trying to bounce back for the Sharks, passing mid. That's cleared out. Manuk can't follow. Blazer hits it to the right wall. Off the backboard, not. Trying to clear. The shot from Hunt goes off the backboard. Manuk can't clear. The shot from Blazer missing wide left as well. I'm seeing a common theme in this series. Prime chances for both teams, and they're just not finishing on open nets. But Hunt proves me wrong as the Clouds take a 1-0 lead. Azza tries to clear off the backboard. It was an awkward play for the Sharks, and Hunt just forces Manuk to make a play, and he just couldn't. 1-0 Clouds. Azza to the right wall. Tries to pinch it. Trying to pass mid. Here's Not. He's up. The shot missing wide right. Gets a double tap. No, are you kidding me? The temporary sub comes in clutch for the Sharks to tie the game. Unbelievable play from Not. Oh my god. What the hell? Just out of nowhere, a double tap from Not. Not on my bingo card. I will tell you that. Blazer trying to clear. Goes under everybody. Chaos in front of the net, but it's cleared out for the moment. Not trying to keep the momentum going. Off the right wall. He stays on. Passing mid. That's blocked by Blazer. Blazer can't get a touch. Has it stolen by Azza. Hunt to the right wall. Knock keeps it in off the corner mid. He stays on, pops it over, pass mid, cleared out by Hez. Knott has all the momentum right now for the Sharks. They're trying to just feed him the ball right now. I don't know who else you'd give it to at the moment, especially after a shot like that. Blazer Pinches it. Manuk hits it over. Not. Ozza will try to clear. Stays on. Passing mid. That's blocked by Hunt. Manuk and Not double commit again. Some miscommunication there from both of those players. We're seeing that a lot in this game so far. Ozza. 50's off the right wall. Hez. Manuk to the corner. Blazer. Off the ceiling. Straight down. Awkward play for the Sharks. Off the backboard. Hunt is up. Some bumping for Blazer. And that leads to Hunt finding the open net and taking the lead for the Clouds. Shout out to Blazer for the bumps here. Getting Not away from the play, and Hunt gets it perfectly over Ozza. Back and forth here in Game 3 in a tie series. Manuk wins kickoff clean. Could we see a kickoff goal here for the Sharks to tie this game back up? Manuk gets bumped by Ozza. That's cleared out by Blazer. The shot from Hunt off the post. Hez rebound. And the Clouds take a 2-goal lead. A good passing play here from the Clouds. Blazer to Hunt to Hez. Past Ozza. Finding the middle of the net. But that's all it took. 2:54 left. Ozza ties kickoff. Hunt wins the second ball. Blazer is going to leave it to the corner. Manuk waits in net. Not will commit. Pops it up. Hez off the ceiling. Straight down. Stalling some time. Ozza to the right wall. Hunt will boom it downfield. Manuk waits back. Booms it off the right wall. Hez able to clear it in the Shark zone. Not will cut this off. Doesn't get the cutoff he's looking for. That's rolling towards the middle of the net. And Manuk makes the save. Hez keeps it in. Cleared out by Manuk. Manuk has some space. Trying to play a 50 here. It's 50'd. Blazer to Hunt. Hunt past everybody. Not to the corner. Here's Not. It's past mid. Hunt going for a doozy. Doesn't get it. Ozza off the left wall. Stolen by Hez. Lots of pressure by the Clouds now. They've taken the momentum back. Hunt has some space. The shot is weak, but saved by Ozza. Blazer booms it downfield. Not will cut it off. Just hitting it back and forth. Seeing that a lot from the Pelagic Division so far. Not seeing as many passing plays as we're seeing in the Benthic, which, I mean, makes sense considering the rank difference, but I want to see a little bit more passing plays here from both these teams. Manuk hits Blazer into the ball. Ozza will stay on, trying to pinch in mid. Manuk with the steal, off the corner down. Not tries to get a 50, that's cleared out by Hez. We've seen him a lot this game. Manuk cuts it off. Hez staying on, doesn't have boost. Ozza booms it out. Manuk will stay on. Waits for it to bounce off the right wall. Tries to 50 Hunt, hits it straight down off the ceiling. Hunt stays on. That's past mid. Ozza can't cut it off. Blazer has space and the shot. That's saved by Ozza, but Manuk plays it to the corner. Pinching it off the right wall. Here's Not with 1 minute left. That's stolen by Hunt. Backflips, doesn't get a touch. Hunt the double. What a play from Hunt. And the Clouds are looking to take game 3. Hunt with a clean double tap off the left wall. Unbelievable. 56 seconds left. I'm surprisingly getting a lot of clips from this series. I wasn't expecting it. I can't lie to you. Blazer to the left wall. Has some space. Here's Blazer. Pass mid. No one there for the Clouds. Ozza hitting it towards his own net. Slowly rolling. Not can't make a play. And the Clouds are going to take game 3. 5-1 lead. Not just couldn't get the read. You got to keep in mind, Not is on East servers. So that could be a factor here for sure. 44 seconds left. Manuk loses kickoff. He'll try to. Ozza will go up, trying to get some momentum before game 4 for the Sharks. Hunt to the right wall. Blazers up. That's stolen by Not. Off the left wall. Doesn't have boost. 30 seconds left. That's cleared out. Ozza misses it. That's a rare miss from Ozza. It was a slow rolling ball. Couldn't make the play. Manuk gets the save. Blazer off the backboard, keeping the pressure on. Hez resets the right wall. Not. A double commit from the Sharks once again. Just too many double commits from them. 10 seconds. Blazer off the backboard mid. Here's Ozza getting the clear. 2 seconds left. Not trying to get one more for the road for the Sharks. Pinching it mid. Here's Manuk waiting under it. Can't get a shot. And the Clouds will take game 3. They go up 2-1 in the series. And they've got all the momentum. We go back to East, which you gotta think is an advantage Clouds. So that's why I was saying the Sharks needed that win. But now they need to win with 2 of their players getting some ping difficulties. So this is gonna be a tough one for the Sharks. The only thing to say though is they week 1 played on these NAE servers, so they're kind of used to it compared to the NAE's players playing up to EU. So it'll be interesting to see how these 2 teams bounce back. Can the Clouds keep the momentum? That's going to be the big thing. I feel like they got to close it here, because then if you go back to EU, anything can happen. Okay, Clouds are in. We're just waiting on Sharks. On to game 4. Sharks a must win or they're going to fall to 0-2 in the season. Clouds win, and this is their first win of the season to bounce back from the 2v3 they had. Tie up on kickoff. Azza off the kickoff. Quick goal. And that's a 3-second goal for the Sharks. 1-0. Perfectly executed kickoff. And Azza just finds the back of the net. Clean play. Nothing really to talk about there. Well done from the Sharks. 4:57 left. Another win for the kickoff on Sharks. Azza to the right wall. Pops up. Gets bumped. Clean bump there. Blazer will clear. Hunt waiting on the other side. Here's a passing play for the Clouds. Missed the open net, but gets the rebound and puts it top right corner. Tie game, Clouds. He misses the open net, but then gets bumped. Not even bumped. He gets that second touch, top right corner. This is what the Pelagic Division is, ladies and gentlemen. This is exactly what I expected. Clouds win kickoff. That's over Manuk, but he does get a touch to solve some time. Not will clear. He'll try to stay on. He has full boost to work with. Pinches it mid. Is Azza there? He is. Big save from, I believe that's Hunt. Yes, Hunt with a huge save. Sharks trying to keep it. Hunt will clear. Azza, last one back. Doesn't have boost. Hunt finds the open net. And what a counterattack from the Clouds to make it a 1-goal game. Well, 1-goal lead, I should say. It was an unbelievable save from Hunt. 4:24 left. We went from game 2, only 1 goal in overtime, to 3 goals in less than a minute. Anything can happen in these games. Blazer. Stolen by Manuk off the left wall. Here's Hunt. Redirecting it towards net. Manuk can't get there. And here come the Clouds. 3 unanswered goals in, I believe, less than 45 seconds. Unbelievable stuff from the Clouds. Sharks gotta try to fight back here. 4:11 left. Tie up on kickoff. Not. Can't read the bounce. Manuk can't either. No one's back for the Sharks. Blazer tries to get a shot blocked by Azza. Azza will stay on. To the left wall. Pass 1. Azza pinches it off the corner. It's past mid to Blazer. Blazer can't get the read. Not. Booms it downfield. Off the backboard. That's cleared out by Hunt. Not. Stalling some time. That's 50'd. Here's Blazer. Doesn't get the touch he wants, but Hez is able to get the clear for the moment. Azza to the left wall. Hez pops it up. Blazer will stay on. That's 50'd by Knott. Straight down. Knott can't get the touch. Azza trying to pass mid. That's blocked by Hez. Hunt to the left wall. Azza will cut this off. Tries to rip a shot. That's blocked by Blazer to the corner. Not. Gets a shot towards net, and it's a double commit, and they both miss, and the Sharks make it a 1-goal game. Just chaos. A pinch towards net. Hunt and Hez both try to go for it, and Hez just ends up double committing and tapping it into his own net. Just what the Sharks need, though, to try to get some life in this series. Not wins kickoff. Here's Azza. Can't get the read, and Hez will clear. Manuk waits under it. Not. Trying to boom it out. Just pops it up to Blazer. Blazer gets the redirect towards that. Off the post. Has the rebound, missing wide right. I feel like Blazer has just been hitting the post constantly this series. Just really unfortunate. Hez stalling some time. Manuk gets it past. Azza waits for Blazer's touch off the right wall. Manuk waits as well. Azza able to clear. Blazer to his own corner. Has some space. Here's Blazer. Pops it around one. Can't stay on. He's trying to get a bump. Doesn't get it. Azza to his own corner. Hunt rips a shot. That misses wide left. Hez pinching it mid. Here's Azza trying to clear. Hez can't cut it off. Hunt gets a 50 off the ceiling down. Azza can't get the read. Hez can't either. Not can't either. Azza can't either. Can anyone get the read on this ball right now? Blazer, the 50. Here's Azza. Not. They both double commit, but Not gets the touch. Hunt will clear to the corner. Hunt passing mid to Blazer. Blazer can't get the read. Has the shot, and Hez makes it a 2-goal game. The Clouds trying to take the series now. A good pass from Hunt. Blazer almost gets the read. He actually gets a pass back to Hez there. Just absolute mayhem in this series. We're getting whiffs left, right, and center, and then we're getting clean double taps from Hunt and Knott. I've seen it all. Off the backboard down, Knott will clear to the right wall. Trying to stay on it. Trying to get a pass mid. That's blocked by Blazer. Hunt will clear. Blazer pops it to Hunt. Hunt has some space. Gets the flick. Manuk, the last one back, makes the save. I feel like we haven't seen Manuk a lot this series. Trying to get him involved more. Hunt off his own backboard. That's a good clear out. Not catching it to the left wall. Off that wall. Blazer stays on it. Trying to pass mid. Knott will cut it off. Hits it right to Hez, but has some space. Here's Knott with a lot of open room. It's just Hunt back. The flick mid. That's blocked by Hunt. To the left corner. Manuk and Azza double commit. Blazer. 1 minute left. The Sharks need 2. Hez is able to clear for the moment. Hunt will cut it off. 50 Azza and gets the win clean. Off the corner mid. Here's Blazer. That's blocked by Manuk. 45 seconds left. The Sharks gotta go. Azza stolen by Hez. Azza gets past one. Hunt booms it to the corner. Passing mid. The shot that's blocked by Azza. Manuk to the left wall. Passes mid. 30 seconds left. It's not looking good for the Sharks. There looks like they may fall to 0-2 while the Clouds jump to 1-1. And that's slowly rolling towards their own net. And no one can find the open net. A chance for the Sharks to make it a 1-goal game. And on the other hand, Hunt makes it a 3-goal lead for the Clouds. I got no words. All three of them had a slow roller towards the open net and couldn't get the touch. And now, the Clouds are 13 seconds away from jumping to 1-1. Azza wins kickoff. 10 seconds left. Hunt to his lone left wall, just stalling some time, trying to end the game. 3 seconds left. Hunt trying to get one more for the road, and they won't. The Clouds take the series in 4. I mean, to be fair, probably the best Pelagic series so far this season. I will say that, but it was just a lot. It was just that ending more. Out of everything else, the Sharks, all three of them, with an open chance to make it a 1-goal game, and every single one of them missed it. It's really unfortunate. I mean, Rocket League's like that. But, alright, well, that's the end of that game. So now we're on to the post-game interviews. We're going to start with the Sharks, and Azza is going to be taking the interview once again.
Yo.
Hey Azza, how's it going? The silence speaks volumes. Azza? You there? Azza. Oh, we DC'd. Rip.
Like rubber banding everywhere. Like
Yeah, sorry. DC'd. Should be back now. Can you hear me?
Oh my god, I just said all of that and no one got it. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Well, that's really unfortunate. Sorry. But I'm back now. So how do you think that match went?
I was saying I think we played quite well. It's just unfortunate that we had lots of ping issues. Like Nort started lagging towards the end, even on US East, which is just like, what can we do then? Our only US player also lagging, and I had to play the whole match on mobile data because my internet wasn't working. So
Jeez.
I was also just like a bit of survival.
Absolute
I know the first
chaos.
First game, the other team also were lagging, so that's probably a reason why we won that. But then once they got their ping fixed, it was just rough. But I think like I wish we could do a matchup where like we all had, like everyone, even the other team had good ping, because I think it would definitely be a bit closer. I think if we all had good ping.
Yeah, I mean, considering how week 1 went and the fact that you guys got shut out, I mean, there was definite improvements for sure.
It's not even
you guys got
like
the offense.
that.
You found some offense, that's a good sign for you guys.
It's just the first game was so unbalanced. You can't like base anything off that. Honestly, we didn't even play that bad the first game. It's just so unbalanced because they had a really really good champ. So like, it's nice that there are some teams that are actually like balanced with us. But I mean, we'll play to the team. Like once they figured out their ping, they were quite deadly attacks.
Yeah,
And lots of mechanical mistakes from me. That's just I have to do more free play. But like we did what we could.
I mean, it really didn't help you guys week 1 to face the Cyclones, and everyone knew how the Cyclones were gonna play. Like that's the team to watch out for, and the fact that you had to face them week 1 is unfortunate. But I think that helped you to be more prepared for this week because there was definite improvements.
I don't know. It's just like I think Nort is actually a really good player. Better mechanics than me, so that definitely helps. But I mean, at least we didn't get sweeped. I mean, like I knew we wouldn't get sweeped. I mean, they were a bit too overconfident. You're going in. They still won. GG to them, but we got to get at least one game, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys should be happy with how you performed. I think there's definitely stuff to work on for both teams, but that wasn't as bad as, let's say, I will just bring it up, the Clouds Kraken game. Like, it wasn't disastrous, and it was probably the best series we've seen in the Pelagic Division so far. So,
which one was the Clouds Kraken game?
the 2v3.
Oh.
That was the 2v3, where the Clouds with 2 players took a game.
So I don't know why do you even run 2v3s? Like, what's the point?
It's only for an emergency because, I mean, if someone doesn't show, then we're not going to reschedule the game just off one person, and it's either we let the other team decide whether it's a 2v3 or to run a 2v2 with subs, because it's only fair to them to let them decide what they want. It's so that we don't have to have that many forfeits, that there's something to do, you know.
I don't know, I feel like doing a 2v2 is just like better in that situation.
Yeah, but then that could become unfair. Like, let's say there's a second rounder and a third rounder would be facing a first rounder and a second rounder. but you could sub instead, or either do a sub or do a 2v3. Like that,
Yeah,
that's
okay,
just a
that's
lot
fair
better.
enough.
It's just a lot better than having teams be unbalanced, or at least trying to avoid that. But anything you want to say before we wrap things up and I interview the Clouds?
So well done to the Clouds. They definitely did very well bringing it back. One game they beat us 5-1 or something. Very good. Just that, yeah, the light didn't help, but what can we do? That's just life.
It's unfortunate. Alright,
I'll see you
well,
later.
I'm going to drag you back to your chat. You should be good to go. Thanks for playing, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Damn. Just the theme of that series with Wi-Fi issues. Unfortunate. But now we go to the Clouds. And Hunt is taking this interview. Hey Hunt, how you doing?
I'm pretty good.
How do you feel about getting your first win of the season?
I feel pretty good. Yeah.
I mean, you guys looked a lot... it's hard to say you looked a lot better from week 1 considering it was a 2v3, but after that first game, you guys stepped on the gas a bit. Like I could see like a switch was flipped or something. Something changed.
Yeah, during the first game, I had a Windows update that I had to do.
Oh jeez.
It boosted me up to 500 ping, and then I fixed it after the second game.
Oh damn. Okay. Well, then definitely a switch was flipped. I can guarantee that. But yeah, I mean, after that first game, you guys looked real solid. You had some passing plays here and there. There was a lot of solo plays from you. Your mechanics looked real good right in that series. Showing off sometimes. But, I mean, what's your next matchup? Let's see. I gotta find who you're facing next so we can talk about that. You are facing the Tridents next week. That's going to be a tough matchup. Do you really know about the other teams in the league, or are you just focused on your own team?
I'm just focused on my own team.
Alright, well, I'll help you out a bit. The Tridents look like a pretty good team right now. So that'll be a very entertaining match to watch. Good way to bounce back. You're now 1-1.
Yeah.
And we'll
think
see
we
if you can
did,
keep that momentum going.
Yeah, I think we did scrim the Tridents, and we did win. So, feel good about that next game.
Alright, anything else you want to say before I drag you to the captain's chat, because we gotta go through uploading the replays?
No.
Alright, just stick around. I'm gonna wrap up stream in like less than 2 minutes, so I'll join that chat when I'm ready.
Sounds good.
Alright, GG's, and we'll see you next week.
So, yeah.
And that is gonna do it. Finished the stream pretty quickly. Just a couple disconnects, unfortunately, is what it is. The recording should be fine though. And I'll just be pretty much preparing for Cyclone Tridents in 1 hour. 1 hour from now. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you for that game. Good night.